everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope everyone is still being safe as possible and remaining sane during these crazy times. And as for the backwards hat, you guys really don't want to see my hair during the COVID-19 times. So, with that being said, we are finally going to get around to swapping out the gloss black side grills from IND that I did an unboxing of just about a week or two ago. So really excited to get these in, and I'm going to do a step-by-step. Show you how it is because there has been a lot of requests for a DIY on the forums, so I want to provide that for people. So let's get to see what tools we need to get this done. So here you go, guys. Just a couple pry tools, and of course your gloss black insert. The most important thing, make sure you have some type of painter's tape. You want to protect your paint as much as possible. This is going to be very similar to doing the rondelles. Don't be afraid to use too much of this. Paint protection is key. All right, so that's really all you need, and let's get to it. All right, guys, I just want to get a couple close-up things here. So this is what we're replacing. So as you can see, I have the already gloss black side piece here, but this grill part, stock, is flat black, and once you see it, it's really hard to unsee, and I just think it clashes so much. You have so much gloss black going on here. You have with the mirror, you have with the window trim, I have the kidney grills, you guys have seen that. I just recently did the floating center cap with gloss black and carbon fiber, and then you have flat black. Flat black. And on the rear too, gloss black that I ordered from IND, the brake reflector delete. Some people get a color match. I have another video talking about different pieces you can get for the rear to kind of refresh it, but that's gloss black. And I've got gloss black, and I've got gloss black, and then you come over here, and then it's just plain flat black. So in order to take this out, we basically have to remove this. You're gonna get a pry tool and you're gonna wedge this out, but not the whole piece. We're gonna take a little thing and just get this piece off first, and the base that this clips to will remain there. Once this first piece is off, then we can take the base part off. Once we take the base part off, then we can get to this. It's really simple, it's not as difficult as it sounds. So first we're gonna get to painting so we can get that little piece off. And if it's not close enough, just take it off, do it again. This part, you can't go slow enough on. This is like the most tedious part of stuff, but do it right. It's your paint. I'm about to make sexy time, and this is the condom. All right, we are pretty well protected there. All right, so as I mentioned before, we gotta take this outer, I'll call it a shell off. There is a very thin line, so we're gonna get one of our pry tools and we're gonna just work it out, and we're gonna see that there's just a couple clips that attach it to the base, which is attached to the fender. All right, so just try to get an outer point there. Once you wedge that, you're just gonna carefully separate it like that. That's probably about one clip, and then you can just work your way down until you get to the second clip. Second clip. All right, third clip, and obviously you're just gonna slide this out. And here's the piece. As you can see, this was this one clip, the big second clip, and then these two small ones. So first one's a big one, the fourth one is a big one, and the two in the middle here are the small ones. Put this aside to a safe spot so it doesn't get scratched. And of course, as timing would have it, one of my neighbors wants to power wash right now, so that's a thing. All right, for this, you want to get something flat to wedge in here. I'm going to use the thinnest card I have, which is a health insurance card. Some pry tool kits come with like a flat wedge. I don't have this flat wedge, so I'm just using essentially the thinnest credit card you can get. I'm using a health insurance card. Anyway, gonna kind of wedge it in between here. Kind of give you a little bit of leverage. Then there's 1, 2, 3 clips that we gotta get. First, second one's on the bottom, third one's on the top right. So top left, bottom, top right. All you gotta do is take the small side of the flat and push down. There's one. There's two. And there's three. So there are the three clips I was talking to you about. Looks very similar to that. I'm gonna put this aside, and now we can take this painter's tape off, and we're gonna use painter's tape for this side piece. So this bottom portion using painter's tape is a little bit more difficult because it's much more rounded. This part here is a little straight, so it's not as difficult. But there's gonna be two clips. One of the clips is right below this fin, and the other one is just above it. So same thing, painter's tape for protection. And that should be all we need to take this piece off. So here is this beautiful piece of art that we're gonna be installing. So excited, as you can see. You will see here an M3, and this is for the right side. And here are the two clips I was talking to you about. So you can see this one clip is just below this fin, and the top one is about dead center between the top and that fin. So one clip, and then right below. 1 and 2. So I'm going to start with, let's go with the top one here. And so I'm using a second one as a wedge. So if you have a wedge piece, keep that in there. And I'm gonna go for the bottom, which was right below this fin. Alright, so I got this bottom piece out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as a wedge. You can stick your fingers back from near the front tire and kind of push out. And I think I can remove this now. And there we go. So at this point, I'm going to remove the painter's tape. And as you can see, why we do that, that little protection there, hopefully that was a little saving grace, and it was. No marks. I'm going to take this opportunity to clean this area up since it's never seen the light of day. Okay, so reverse order. New gloss black piece in that we got from IND, and then the original base part, and then the gloss black insert over top the base part. And here we go. Here is the new gloss black insert. There's going to only be 2 tabs, and those are the ones that we use the pry tool out. So simply going to insert. All right, and I like to try to get it in there as much as possible until the tabs don't have to rub against too much, and then we're going to just push in. Click, click. And that's it. It already looks so much better. All right, now the base part. As stated originally, we got the 3 clips. This will go here, this one will go right there, and this one will go right there. And one thing to be mindful of, this part right here, try to get as close as you can there, because as you can see, there's a little bit of wiggle room, not a ton, maybe a couple millimeters. I don't want it sticking out that way. I want it to be as close as I can to the new gloss black piece. So try to hug this flat piece right against there. So I line it up, push it in there. 1, 2, 3. All right, so there were the 2 big tabs and the 2 top tabs. Obviously these are gonna go in the smaller holes, these are gonna go in the wider holes. However, these won't line up unless this is actually shoved in. So don't try to line it up here first, because you have to take this part, wedge it in. So we're gonna take that, slide it over gently, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, there we go. Now we should just have to snap in. Everything's clicked, nice and solid, amazing. There you go, guys. That looks incredible. Let's get a before and after here. You can really appreciate the difference now between the original flat black clashing with the gloss black, and now the new painted gloss black from IND side grills. Looks so much better. Huge difference. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much it. I hope this was incredibly helpful. I am ecstatic about how it looks. It looks just, things are flowing now. Things are matching, things are looking clean, and I love it. I love that I now have gloss black kidney grills with the gloss black rondelles, with the gloss black wheel caps and the side grills, and everything is just flowing. The M3 badge on the back, the brake reflector delete is looking so good with the mineral white. And the gloss black side grills will look good on any car. Any car. Just getting rid of a flat black that just doesn't belong anywhere else in the car. So that is it for today. Thank you again for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I will catch you guys next time. Stay safe.